Hi, folks, welcome to another podcast with Coach JC. And today we're going to look into the science of sports learning. Now, I know some people might feel that that's not for them. They're not into sports at all, or maybe they've come to the end of their journey of learning sports, but that's not really what I'm addressing. I'm addressing really how we learn a motor skill. A motor skill is any sort of skill that you want to become good at. So whether that be sort of driving the car, learning to pass your driving test, you're wondering why you're struggling with that. Learning an instrument, you might be wondering why you're struggling with that as well. Or of course in sports as well. So any kind of motor skill that you want to become proficient at, then that's what I address. But because my field is sports related, I might as well stay in my lane and address that area. But you can apply it in other fields as well. Now, before I proceed, I am going to ask that you do like and share. Sharing is more important to me than liking. I said in a previous post that I got a lot of likes in my last project, but the sharing wasn't there, which meant that obviously I'm not getting the encouragement to continue providing the service for you. So if you like what I do, share it, and then I will continue to produce better work. I'll get guests on board, and we can learn to grow together in this field and bettering ourselves, both in our health and in our mental well-being. Now, what inspired the book? Well, I would say to anybody really, you need to look at what your life frustration is. What did you struggle with throughout your life? And don't look at that struggle in your life as why me? Because your job is to find the solution to that struggle, and then it can be the one thing that you can use to support, help, encourage, or even become your livelihood in terms of making an income. So I don't ever sort of feel sorry for yourself. Try and find a solution. And the one thing that I found frustrating was the fact that I was gifted with certain talents. I was just very musical. I was just very arty. I was very sporty. And if you put me in a setting where I'm playing amongst my friends, there's no pressure put on me. I was always excelling. I was always the star at school. But then you put me in a situation where there's expectation. And it wasn't just with sports, it wasn't just with art, it was pretty much anything, even academically. Once expectation was put on me, I would crumble, I would choke. And I just never understood how other people could just get past that finish line. I even little things like playing games like pool and snooker. It was almost entertaining to other people as they watched me get to the black ball. And then when it comes to the black ball, the easiest part would be something that I just absolutely blow. And you just imagine you're better off not having any talent whatsoever than to be choking when people are watching you or expecting things from you. You get supporters who are big fans of what you do, and you've let them down. And you think, oh, okay, now that I've let them down, they're not going to support me anymore. You become a bit of a laughing stock. So when I got the opportunity to go to university, I chose that as my independent study. I want to know basically how do people go from being a novice to becoming proficient at something to being able to perform it under pressure. And that's the exploration of the book. Of course, I don't want to spoil it by telling you everything for two reasons. A, it took me 11 years to actually be able to finish the book. And a lot of research has gone into it, which means it will take me a long time to go through all the details in this one post. But also because it's something that I produced and I'd like you to be able to download it. So you can go to Amazon, download the book. Even if you don't want to invest in it, you haven't got the funds right now, you can just download a sample of it. And hopefully that will inspire you to look into that journey. What I would like to do is to encourage everybody to learn a skill in 2024, to really challenge themselves, to pick up something that they feel that they really want to be good at. Yes, I want to learn to play that instrument. Yes, I want to be able to play that sport. Yes, I want to be able to drive the car. Yes, I want to be able to touch type. All those sort of things. And maybe this could help you in your journey to get into proficiency. Now, the one thing we've got to understand, it's a couple of things I'm going to address in the book, or I do address in the book rather, is A, you're never too old. It's never too late in your life to learn a skill. Yes, there is what you call a rapid development phase in our lives, and that's a phase usually key stage 2 for a child. Key stage 2 is age 8 to 12, year 3 to year 6, when you're learning a motor skill and you learn it rapidly. Okay, so if you've got a child and that child wants to learn something extracurricular outside of the academics, that's a skill, that's the time to get them into it. For some reason, I won't nail it. I'm going to speculate here because there's still more research to be done. I think there's less of a concern about the consequences. And when your mind is actively looking at consequences, you're not really focusing on the motor skill. And then you'll see this, you get these young stars who do so well, and then they realize, hold on a minute, have I achieved this great thing? And now they've got to do it, not because of the love of what they're doing, but they're doing it because of pressure. They're doing it because they need to maintain something, to earn something, to appease certain people, and they lose the love for it. And that lack of focus as to why you do it can cause people to almost hate what they do. So in that period, usually you just in tune with what you love doing. But that's just one of many reasons as to why a child will sort of learn very, very quickly a motor skill. Right? But generally speaking, we're never too old for that. But also, like I said, our focus gets distracted, and focus is a really important factor when it comes to mastering a skill. We live in a world where there are so many things distracting us, and the moment your focus picks up information that's irrelevant to the task, then it underperforms. So there's a little bit of a taster there, a little bit of a hint to what I address. I confess that I use scientific language. I'm trying to make it sort of appeal to a mass market, but also use scientific language, just really for the credibility of it, because it's just not to sound just like someone's opinion. It's a fine line that I'm sort of trying to balance on here. But like I said to you, I just encourage you to download the book. You can also follow me, of course, Coach JC. You can see me on Instagram. I do some posts on YouTube, but not so frequently because, again, unlike this where I can just speak without much preparation, just put the mic on and speak, you have to get the camera out and get the lighting right and all that stuff, and it was holding up a lot of my time. But anyway, that's the one post for today. As always, please share this post, give me your comments, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next post.